I don't know how, like, PG this has to be.
Nah.
Okay. I mean, we're talking about dicks, so.
Yeah.
Rated mature.
Yeah. So we did actually talk about this earlier, and it's actually sort of interesting because I don't pack at all, and they kind of, like, don't pack regularly, but
Right.
there are some specific situations, which is interesting for me to hear about because I literally do not pack at all ever. I have 2 packers, and...
Did you buy one at PTHC?
I did. And I did pack with that for a little bit, but it just feels, like, unnatural to me to have something in my pants all the time because I'm just not used to it.
Right. I have 3 packers. I have a Sailor, 5.5 inch. I have a Mr. Limpy medium, and then I have a Free Tom traditional. I don't pack with my Sailor anymore. I only pack with my Mr. Limpy when I swim, and I just did a lifeguard class, so I packed when I was at lifeguard classes.
School.
Only because, like, I would typically wear, like, tight either board shorts or Speedos, so, like, I feel really dysphoric when I don't have that because I blend as male to, like, society, so I just don't want to have that conversation. I only pack with my Free Tom when I go to bars, when I know I'm having sex. I'm going to camp tomorrow, so when I'm at camp, because I don't know what, like, the peeing situation's gonna be like. And that's pretty much it. I really just like it for the stand-up pee function and also for the pleasure and play function.
The one packer that I do pack with, if I do at all, is not an STP either, which I'm fine with. I do have the same STP that Chase mentioned in his video, his favorite one. I just never really took the time, I guess, to, like, figure out the best way to use it for me.
I had to do a lot of, like, peeing in the shower, which I hate. I very much like the stand-up pee, like, capability, especially, like, in men's restrooms because they're gross. I've always, like, used, like, a strap or something during sex, so this is just the same thing, and it's more realistic, and I like getting blowjobs on it, so works for me.
I don't know. I don't do that for sex, not because of any reason. I just never have. So I feel like if that were a thing in my life, though, I would be more like you, like, situationally. I would do it. I haven't done that, and I'm open to it. It just hasn't come up.
Would you, like, recommend any packers or STPs or anything, I guess?
I did buy one from FTM Essentials when I was in Philly. It's, like, it's small, and the balls are small, so it doesn't look like you have a boner all the time. It's just sits in your pants really well. I don't know the name of it. It's their smallest one, basically. Everything about it is just it's very cute, actually.
It's a little cute compact.
It's a very cute dick. And then the one from Transthetics that Chase really liked too. I feel like if I took the time to, like, get to know it with my body, it would be really great.
Yeah.
Those are the only 2 I bought, except for, like, the original. I think it's Mr. Olympia. It's, like, the original one. Like, every packer that every person ever has bought.
I think it's the Mr. Olympia.
And the, like, color of the skin is, like, literal pink.
Yeah, it doesn't match anybody. No human being.
Yeah, literally. Would have that as a dick.
Do you know the price points on them?
The Transthetics one is pretty expensive. I think it's like $200.
Oh wow.
For what it is, it's very good. And then the other one was pretty cheap as packers go.
Wasn't it 25 at
Yes.
PTHC?
Yeah, it was 25. That, I mean, as packers go, that's pretty typical.
Yeah.
Really.
I have mine for different reasons. Like, I bought a Mr. Limpy, it was $12. The only reason why I bought it is because one of my water polo friends says it stands up against chlorine, which is why I stopped using my Sailor, because in the pool, it turned to mush. Stands up against chlorine water, and the color is off. And that's, like, one of my biggest things with packers. I can't find a packer other than my with the paint upgrade, my Free Tom, that actually matches my skin color, which would make me even more dysphoric if it doesn't. And since most packers are like pink, wallpaper white, or like black, like the color black, it makes me dysphoric, so I don't really go for them. So I have a Mr. Limpy. If you swim or if you're in the water a lot, it'll hold up. If you're packing in the water, put it in a Speedo and it'll stay put. My Free Tom costs a pretty penny. It was like $3 something. I got the paint upgrade with it, and I also have a traditional, which is 6.5 inches. I wanted the classic, which is 7.5 inches. So I have a twin brother, and we are very close. And since I have a twin, I wanted to be, like, comparable to his, but that's absurd because he's 6'5". So, like, I can't get anything comparable to his, but I want it to be as, like, size appropriate as possible. So at 6'1" and black, so stereotypical, I'm sorry. Like, I figured 5.5 wasn't adequate. So I got the 6.5. It is a heavy packer. It does, like, have a pretty interesting bulge to it. So like, if you are gonna get a traditional or a classic, you know, be aware that it's gonna show. So my traditional is great. It was $350. The STP is great. The pleasure slide is hit and miss. If I adjust it and it's on my anatomy, it works wonders. My girl thinks it's great, so the play side is good. And it's realistic. Like, I can pee at a urinal and not worry that people are gonna think that I'm using a prosthetic. So that's why I like it. It's not real, I mean, it takes a while to get. It took me like 2 months to get. So if you want something immediate, it's not the thing to get. So don't think that if you don't pack that you like are less trans or masculine or whatever, because like not everybody packs.
And like definitely if you don't pack, don't think that you're not worthy of bottom surgery.
Do what makes you comfortable. I mean, isn't that what we're all doing? Like whether you start hormones or not, or whatever the case is in your transition, it's like we're all just doing what makes us comfortable. So if it's not something that makes you comfortable, don't like stress it. It's not a big thing. Alright, well we obviously have nothing else to talk about.
Alright, so bye.
Bye. I'll be at Camp Aeronautics, so if you're gonna be there, say hi.
I'll be in Boston, as usual.